With Stan Stevens and Coach Kristen Barnes. And now Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Well, the Tiger Talk, Stan Stevens and Coach Kristen Barnes, coach of Salem Tigers and St. Clair Lady Bulldogs. They went 5 on Saturday, but the Salem Tigers emerged victorious to go to the championship game tonight against Sullivan. That was a very, very hard match on both sides.
Oh, for sure. And, props to St. Clair. They played well. And they adjusted well throughout the game. So props to them. And, I'm just glad we were able to, do the things that we needed to do to get a win.
In the very first game we came out, Salem Tigers just came out, looked like they were just world conquerors. We had 5 aces in that first game. Our blocking was impeccable. The passing was fantastic. I just thought as soon as that game was over, I thought this is going to be a pretty easy matchup, the way the Salem Lady Tigers are playing. But St. Clair had something else in mind, didn't they?
Oh, for sure. And they're very mentally tough. They're very strong in what they do, and they run that 5-1 well. And so I think they were able to adjust to our offensive game well, and they handled our serve receive much better throughout the game as the game progressed. And so, they definitely came to play, and it showed. And hats off to them for playing such a great game. I'm glad that we were able to adjust the same way that they did to how they were changing up their game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that really ended up helping us in the long run. It's just our ability to be able to read them and adjust to what they were, changing up offensively and then defensively, and we were still able to put balls down. So that was good for us too, but hats off to them.
I will give a lot of credit to their setter, Veda Moore. I mean, she had an incredible game for them, and a true 5-1. She was all over the place trying to catch passes and then get them back into playable area. I mean, she was almost running into the stands a few times just to try and get sets, and I know late in the game she ran into one of her own girls. I could hear her yell all the way to the top, "Get out of the way!" And, you got somebody very competitive like that, you got to tip your cap to her.
Oh, for sure. And I remember her from last year. She's just a very, very competitive,
mm-hmm.
very hungry to win and, be the best that her team needs her to be. And, she played very well, nothing less of what I would expect from a senior leader. She did, she did everything that she needed to do, and she was very tough to play against. And so I definitely wish her the best with wherever she decides to go. I hope she goes and plays on, in college. I definitely think she can because, she's a pretty tough little setter.
There was some great net battles between Faith Kaminsky and the black girl that they were going at each other. There was block kills by Faith, block kills by Black. It was amazing. Those two got in each other's face. It was numerous times throughout that match, Coach, and it was fun to watch when they got together.
Oh, I agree. And I think for us, a huge part of our success has been incorporating the middles into our game more. And so I think they did everything that we asked of them. They got a lot of huge stops for us at the net and helped us out tremendously. So that was also a big thing for us as well. They played really, really well.
Volleyball is a game of breaks, so a lot of times you get the block, you think you're going to get a block kill, the ball just barely go out of bounds, and I think one time on St. Clair it ran across the top of the net and then fell out of bounds. Those are heartbreaking points to lose, and a lot of times that ends up actually changing the game, because I know on that point it went from 23-20, would have been 23-22, instead went 24-21 Salem's way in that game, and I'm telling you, that just kind of tears your heart out when you see that happen, but it happens on both sides. It's pretty even all the way through like that.
Oh, for sure. And, it's just game of momentum and a game of mistakes. Who makes the least mistakes and who's able to finish more balls, that's who's going to end up winning. So we definitely did get lucky on some stuff, but I do think, they had some great finishes on balls too. So, it was just a really good game. I mean, I was anxious just being a part of it, but, I mean, I thought it was a really great game.
It was a fun game to watch. It was a little tense at the end, but it was definitely a fun game to watch. Well, tonight you take on the Sullivan Lady Eagles. We played the Lady Eagles back, I think it was the third match of the year, way back when. And the Lady Eagles came in. They defeated Salem in 3 straight. This is a different Lady Tiger team, though. Sullivan did not see this Lady Tiger team at that time, did they?
No, they didn't, and I think that's going to be huge for us. I'm sure they've, since seen film on us, since scouted us, since, we have our full lineup. So, but it's still going to be different until we get out there on the floor and they actually see what we're doing, see how we run, just like the same way they've changed up their lineup since last time we saw them. So, it's going to be a game of adjustments for sure, just being able to see what they're doing throughout the game and hopefully, bettering the ball and finishing plays the more we learn how their style of play is going to go.
We watched Sullivan a little bit with the Owensville contest in front of us, and they still pass very well. They still block very well. They still attack the net. It doesn't look like a lot of different I'll say strategies on the part of Sullivan. It just looks like they are very comfortable in the way that they prepare for the game and then the way they execute. And it looks like they're going to try and do the same thing against Salem Tigers, I would think.
Oh, for sure. I definitely don't think they've changed anything offensively. They've just changed their lineup and who's starting. But we were able to come watch them at the beginning of the Owensville match. So I think that was good for us. But, they're solid all the way around. And we're just going to have to be ready for whatever they're going to bring our way. So
that's what the district championship's all about, isn't it, Coach? Outlasting the other team?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, we wish you the very best of luck tonight against the Lady Eagles of Sullivan in the district championship. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, Stan. Thanks for the coverage.
You are welcome, ma'am. Stay tuned. Lady Tiger District Championship Volleyball. It is next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Kristen Barnes. Stay tuned. Salem Lady Tiger Volleyball is next.
No matter how long you've been driving, whether you are freshly licensed chasing freedom, congrats, or a seasoned pro cruising through, no matter where you are going, off to work or off to play, remember, speed is a major factor in traffic crashes. So please, slow down. Driving the appropriate speed means you have control of your vehicle, you can stop in time, and you are safer. Be part of the movement. Help us end traffic deaths. Brought to you by Show Me Zero.
Hey, sweetie.
Mom, something's beeping. It's making my head hurt.
Where's it coming from?
I think it's the smoke detector, but there's no smoke.
Oh, gosh. It could be detecting carbon monoxide. Get the cat and get out of the house. I'm calling 911.
Carbon monoxide is a silent killer unless you have a working detector. On average, 430 people die from carbon monoxide poisoning every year in the U.S. Go to mosafegas.com for safety tips. This message courtesy of Mango, Missouri's Association of Natural Gas Operators.
It's time for Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO, AM 1340 and 95.7 FM, and KSMOradio.com. Brought to you as a courtesy of K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, the Salem Memorial District Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Your World Today, Progressive Ozark Bank, City of Salem, Town and Country Insurance, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Jadwin and Smith Auto Body, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust, Cuddy's Well Service and Plumbing LLC, Enrichment Services, Hubs Tire Center, Salem Farm Equipment, VIP Properties, New Life Auto LLC, Town Screen LLC, J&D Automotive, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Chiropractic, Hometown Mechanical. Now, Salem Tigers Sports.
It's district championship time. Salem Tigers and the Sullivan Lady Eagles. They're going to match up, as you heard in Tiger Talk, if you're listening in. And these two teams went way back, third matchup of the year. And it was a heck of a match then. Sullivan did come out on top with 3 straight wins, but both teams played well. But the Lady Tigers at that time were still trying to find themselves And the Lady Eagles, coming in a little bit more experienced than our Lady Tigers, had a little bit better match, and so they won that one. Well, tonight, the slates are clean. Each of these teams is 1-0 in the district season. That's all it takes to get here, and you are seated first and second. Sullivan seated first. Salem seated second. Sullivan defeated Owensville 3 straight games to get here. The Salem Tigers had a little more difficulty with the St. Clair Lady Bulldogs. That was a very, very tight match. Salem won that one in 5 games, and they are here tonight ready to try and win a district championship for the first time in, I believe, 11 years. So Salem and Sullivan getting ready to match things up. They're getting ready to give the starters and the national anthem. So we're about ready to get things underway here tonight at the Sullivan High School gym. Nice crowd on hand. It's going to be loud. So we're getting ready to get this underway. They're going to be doing the national anthem shortly. Salem and Sullivan, and like I said, people just keep right on coming in. So we're going to take a 90-second break and come back after the national anthem with the starting lineups. Let's take a 90-second break and come back. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Get your car winter ready. Stop by Napa Auto Supply in Salem, where you'll find a Napa 700-amp jump starter for $59.99. Napa Extended Life Antifreeze and Coolant for $13.49 a gallon. And Warren Standard Manual Locking Hubs as low as $93.99 a pair. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard right here in Salem.
The Bank of Salem is part of the MoneyPass ATM network. MoneyPass has nearly 23,000 ATMs coast to coast, and the network continues to grow. MoneyPass ATM is surcharge-free, so you won't worry about paying a fee to access your money. Regardless of where you live, work, or travel, you're sure to find a MoneyPass ATM nearby. Just look for the MoneyPass logo and use your existing Bank of Salem ATM or debit card. It's that easy, and it's all part of our commitment to providing you with superb products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's tailgate time, so come into Country Mart in Salem today and pick up all your tailgate supplies that you will need, like lunch meats, condiments, beverages, paper plates, cups, plastic utensils, paper towels, or how about Glenn's Smokehouse ribs, pork steaks, or even fried chicken. Plus, don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. Stop by and see them today. And welcome back to Sullivan. Don't forget, whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and your game officials are a vital part of high school activities and athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message brought to you as a courtesy of all of us here at KSMO Media and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Well, the Sullivan Lady Eagles, obviously, at their home gym, they were seated number 1. They will be the home team. The Salem Tigers will be the visitors, and this one will be a very, very entertaining match, we believe. Let's check out the Salem Lady Tiger starters for tonight. It'll be Kaylee Moody, Mallory Workman, Skylar Clapperich, Faith Kaminsky, Avery Irway, Emily Strange, and Kylie Shalbalabidi, our libero. The Salem Tigers will be in the white jerseys if you're watching on the video stream through Misha.tv. And the libero, Shalbert, will be in the lone blue jersey out there. And the Sullivan Lady Eagles, they'll be dressed in their home black jerseys. They're trimmed in gold. And they also have the black shorts on to boot as well. They are starting tonight. Olivia Witt, she is an outside hitter but also a center. Ava Blankenship, the middle hitter, just a freshman.
very impressive as she does get on top of that ball very well. Reagan Johnson, a junior. Stevie Saling, a sophomore. So it's a young team. And then number 13, Emma Brune. She's kind of the experienced one out there at 5'9". She's a senior and is an outside hitter specialist, as is Macy Noli. We saw both of those girls play very, very well in Salem. And their libero will be Anna Brooks tonight. So we're ready to get things underway tonight here at Sullivan. You win, you go on. You lose, you go home. And, again, this is Class 3, District 9. The winner of this district will go on to near Springfield and play the winner of the Class 3, District 10 matchup. That will be Thursday evening. Will it be Salem? Will it be Sullivan? We'll find out. The best 3 out of 5. You can almost feel that in your gut. It's been a while. Nice Salem student contingent on hand. There's an excellent Sullivan student contingent on hand. Of course, this is their home court advantage. But a nice contingent of fans have come here from Salem. And that's good to see them follow our Lady Tigers. The district championship on the line. I want to thank all the great people that make it possible for us to bring you these games on Misha TV as well as on the radio and streaming on our KSMO Facebook stream page as well as on KSMOradio.com. Some of those sponsors that we mentioned are J&D Automotive, Zance County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Chiropractic, and Hometown Mechanical. And don't forget Ozark Overhead Door bringing you the Score Buzz on the bottom of our video streams, and they have all year long. Noli will serve it up. It comes to Clapbridge to a Workman for Irway going across court. Nice save, kept alive there by Brooks, and Sullivan plays it back. Clapbridge to Workman to Irway for the kill, and it's blocked down for the block kill by Reagan Johnson. 1-0 Sullivan. Salem had a good chance. Excellent save by Anna Brooks reaching back and gives Sullivan that first point. Shalbin bumps it up to Workman. We'll play it in the middle to Shalbin, just playing it over shortly. Just lifting it there is Johnson. They get it across, going for the kill cross court was Witt, but Salem is there. Playing it back to the middle for Irway. She's got the kill. Going deep in the corner. And Emma Broom couldn't dig it out. 1-1 our score, game one. Kaylee Moody back to serve. Her service comes down. It's dug out nicely by Brooks. Just taking it across, kept alive there by Irway to Shelby, playing it deep. Pushed there, up to the front by Johnson. Pushing it over, trying to dig it in. The Tigers cannot keep it alive as Moody got to it, but it goes under the net. Point inside out to Sullivan. Olivia Witt back to serve. 2 serving 1, game 1. Witt service coming to Shalbert, bumps it to Workman in the middle. Setting it there for Irway for the kill. Kept alive to the net, pushed back over by the freshman Blankenship. The Tigers set it for Irway again, playing it across. There's Noli. Sullivan sets it up, and Workman plays it back to the net. They push it deep. Workman to Clapbridge for Irway for the kill. And it's just out. Just missed. 3-1 Sullivan. Set up well by Salem. That ball is out maybe by about 3 or 4 inches. 3 serving 1. Olivia Witt's service comes back off the arms of the Tigers. Kylie Wood. It's an ace. And it's 4-1. First game of this match. Next service comes across. That's an ace in front of Shalbert. 5-1. Olivia Witt, the 5'8" senior, puts that one deep. Irway to Workman, setting it back for Clapbridge, just pushed it over. And the ball is pushed out of bounds by Sullivan. Not sure, a little confusion there between Reagan Johnson and also Noli. Macy and Johnson kind of came together there. Looked like a simple play and ends up going into the Sullivan bench. 2 serving 5 as Kaminsky goes back to serve. Service is deep, played up to the front. Noli setting it there for the freshman, but the Tigers are there. Workman to Clapperidge for Irway for the kill, and kept alive nicely by Brooks and played back by Sullivan. Here's Workman setting it for Strange for the kill. She's got that one. Kind of a change-up by Emily, and it's 3 serving 5. Didn't get all of it, but got enough of it. Diving effort by Anna Brooks. Kaminsky's next service played over to the freshman Blankenship. To play it back and just bumping it over is Witt. Tigers play it back across on the diving effort by Wood, and then the set and the kill by Emma Brune. That's where she comes best out of that corner. Brune with the kill. Sailing comes in on the front line. Back to serve. Sullivan serves. That's out. They're checking in and out. Emily Klontz with that service. And right back in and out, Ava Blankenship. Lobero checks back in. Anna Brooks. 4 serving 6. This is game 1. Served by Irway. Comes back, play to the net by Brooks. They go for the kill. Blocked down, but out of bounds by Strange. Emily got the pause up there, but the ball hit and deflected almost into the student section here at Sullivan. Ball side out to Sullivan. The service by Johnson. The Tigers workman setting it there for Strange, and she gets the kill. The attempted block there by Stevie Sailing didn't work. Ball stayed on the Sullivan side, and the Tigers of Salem get the point and side out. Skylar Clapperidge back to serve. 5 serving 7. Game 1. District championship. Clapperidge's serve is deep, and it is just out. Just out. And again, side out. Service goes to Sullivan. Back to serve will be Emma Brune. 5'9" senior. 8 serving 5. Game 1. That service comes to Workman. To Clapperidge. Setting it back for Strange. A caught ball called. Double hit. They're going to call it double hit on Clapperidge. Point for Sullivan. Brune to serve again. Running jump serve. Comes to Workman. Clapperidge again setting it for Workman. Partially blocked off the hands of Sailing and out of bounds. And Salem will get that point. The side out. And Kylie Shalbert will go back to serve. 6 serving 9. Haley Moody back in. Kylie's service comes across to Brooks. They play it in the middle to Noli. And then play it across deep by Sullivan. Tigers get it to Workman for the kill, and that's way too deep. Mallory got underneath it. That ball sailed. Point side out. Back to serve Anna Brooks. 5'5" senior. Shoots that one deep to Irway. Play in the middle to Clapperidge. Back setting it for Workman. Trying to dink it in. It's good. Off the hands of Ava Blankenship, the freshman. Point side out the Lady Tigers. Neither team right now able to get on a run. Sullivan did there after a couple of aces. Got a 3-point lead. They maintain that 3-point lead right now. It's 7 serving 10. Workman with the service. It's a good serve, but nicely dug out by Brune. Played across by Brooks. The Tigers, Workman setting it there for Shalbert, playing it fairly deep. Push back to the net. Noli setting it across and going for that kill. The Tigers keep it alive. Shalbert and Clapperidge plays it deep. There is Brooks. They play it to the net, tipped over, and a point for the Salem Tigers. The net violation called on Sullivan. Point for Salem. Net violation called, I believe, on Macy Noli. As service comes across, play to the net. Noli setting it there on the outside, off the hands of the Salem Tigers. Point for the Salem Tigers, though. Ball hit the antenna. Service comes across. Played there by Brooks. They set it for the quick set. Played by Shalvin on the Salem side. Now to Irway for the kill. It comes back to the net. Played up to the net. Pushed back over by Moody, but playing it right back in her face was Olivia Witt. A block kill for Witt as Moody just tried to dink it over. Witt outguessed her, was able to push it back. Point side out for Sullivan. Nolly to serve. The service comes to Irway. To Workman. The short set for Kaminsky, but dug out there by Brooks. Played to the net and pushed over. There's Irway. To Workman. For Shalvin. He plays it back to Brooks. For Sullivan. They set it across and going for that kill and getting it is Olivia Witt. Witt came out of that corner, drove it home. Point for Sullivan. 12 serving 9. Salem had closed within 1. And now Nolly with a service dug out by the Tigers. Can they get to it? They can, but I don't know if they can bump it over. They do. Shalvin with a great play. Brooks plays it to the net. The short set. Blocked back down, and Sullivan trying to keep it alive. And it is going to be bumped over. Shalvin to Workman. Across for Irway. Dinks it across. And a net violation called on Irway. 13-9, and Coach Barnes calls timeout. Sullivan on top here in Game 1 of the district championship. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Town Screen is popping up all over Salem with over 17 display screens in numerous locations. Town Screen is a community network for everything local, not just businesses, but for everyday use like a help wanted ad, selling your truck, for those having a yard sale, or if your group is holding an upcoming event. The townscreen.com site is a self-serve platform that's low cost, easy, and fast, where you post a message today and you see it tomorrow. For more information or if you need help, see Kenny or Ben at 800 South Main Street in the front office of KSMO Media.
13-9, Sullivan on top. Been a very good game so far. Both teams have made some great plays to keep volleys alive. But Sullivan has the edge right now by a 4-point lead. A couple of aces back early in the game. Gave them a 3-point lead. Salem got to within 1, but a net violation cost them. And then Sullivan has netted the next 2 points. Nolly's service comes to Irway. Has to get to Workman. Back to Irway. She's just going to have to try and play it over the net and cannot. A bad pass by Mallory Workman to Avery Irway. And she was unable to get it back over the net. 14-9 Sullivan. Nolly's service comes to Shalvin to the net. Put up to the net, and a net violation called on Workman. Salem's passing right now. Last couple plays, not very good. Getting that service by Nolly. She puts a lot of spin on that ball. Get it too close. Been a problem a little bit occasionally all year with the net violation. Here's Irway with the kill. She's got it. Nicely set up by Workman. Point side out, Lady Tigers. They trail it by 5. Kaylee Moody back to serve. 10 serving 15. This is game 1. Moody's service comes down, played to the net. Nolly setting it up and going for the kill and getting it was the freshman Blankenship. Witt goes back 16-10. Sullivan with the lead. This is game 1. Witt service. Nicely dug out. Well, Tigers can't dig it out. Shalvin got down there, was able to play it to the net, but Salem did not get low enough to play it out. Tried to play it off the net. Could not get low enough to get it up. And the ace, a nice one by Witt. Another service deep. Played there by Wood. Back in the middle to Workman, now to Irway, just trying to think it across, and does. Pushed back, and the Bruin trying to take it in, and does. Softly hit in between the front line and the back line. And Coach Barnes will call another timeout. With the score, Sullivan 18, Salem 10. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
18-10, Sullivan on top. This is game one. It's the best out of 5. 3 out of 5 takes it. Sullivan right now the edge in the first matchup here at Sullivan District Championship. A lot of volleyball going on around the state tonight and again tomorrow night. If you're a volleyball fan, check out amisha.com. You can check out a whole bevy of different games going on. Shalva to Workman, putting it toward the net. Playing it deep and way too deep with Claffridge. Sullivan with a 19-10 lead. Service by Witt comes back. Played there by Irway to Workman. Back in the middle to Irway for the kill. Played straight up in the air by Brooks. They keep it alive. Going to Brune. Playing it deep. Shalbert to Workman. Here's Irway. The shot off the hands. Kept alive and pushed back. Brooks will get it to the net and played deep. Played there by Shalbert off the deflection of Kaminsky. And now going deep was Irway. Kept alive. Back to Brune. Brune for the kill. Too deep. Point side out to the Lady Tigers. Brune, and watched her in practice. She hits that shot about 85 to 90% of the time. Didn't miss by much that time. Kaminsky back to serve. Comes down, dug out by Brune. Denoli at the net. Push back. Wood has problems with it, but Kaminsky will bail her out. And Kaylee will bump it over. Play to the net, Denoli. Pass all the way across to Brune. Tip, played back by Workman. To Strange across to Irway. Dumping in the middle. Played up back and toward Brune. Going for the kill. There is Workman. Back to the net it goes and pushed down by Brune. That block kill makes it 20-11. Sullivan on top. Sullivan has taken advantage of the Tiger errors so far here in game one. Good play by Salem to keep it going, but unfortunately couldn't handle Brune on that last one. Service there by Klotz goes out of bounds again. Second time that Emily has come in and served out. Irway back to serve. 12 serving 20. This is game one. Salem trails. Irway's service comes right to Brooks. They set it there at the top, playing it deep, missed it. Going for that kill was Stevie Sailing, but it sailed on her just past the end line. 13 serving 20. Irway's next service. It is played again by Brooks. Setting it there for Brune for the kill, and off the hands of Reagan Du Bois and out of bounds. Kill and point for Sullivan. 21 serving 13. Back to serve is Johnson. Comes to the net again. Pushed way too far. Tigers don't have any offense there, and now they can't keep it alive. The kill again by Brune as Irway was deep trying to play it up. But again, the pass by Salem coming toward the net. Too far. Goes over the net, and Sullivan has the easy set. 22-13. Here's Shalbert to Claffridge. To Workman, playing it back towards Brooks. She sets it there for Brune for another kill. Blocked down, kept alive by Sullivan, and pushed into the net. Kept alive there by Strange. Now Shalbert pushes it across. Noli all the way across to Brune. He'll play it off the net, and a point for the Salem Tigers. Point inside out, 14 serving 22. Skylar Clapperidge goes back. Try and go on a run here, get Salem back in this one. The service comes across Played straight up in the air by Godfrey. It comes across there. Shalbert for Salem. Clavridge to Workman for the kill. Off the hands of Brooks. Keeping it alive now to Brune for the kill. Play there by Irway. Clavridge to Workman. And that one partially blocked. Brune back in the middle to Noli. Back to Brune for the kill. Blocked down and out of bounds for the Salem Tigers on the Kaylee Moody and Strange collaboration. They couldn't keep it in bounds. Point side out for Sullivan. 23 serving 14. Bruin service. Played by Workman to Clapridge. Setting it back for Strange. Just trying to dink it in and does. Emily got it over top of it. Blocking of Stevie Sailing. And got it to fall on the dink. 23-15 Sullivan on top. Kylie Shalbert back to serve. That service dives down. That's a good serve. Kept alive, though, by Sullivan. And playing across is Witt. Now to Clapridge. Backsetting it for Irway, playing it deep. Played there by Godfrey. It comes across. Witt gets on the line. Played it deep. Got it on the line. Point inside out for Sullivan. It's now game point as Anna Brooks goes back to serve. 24-15 Sullivan. Here in this first game, the first service comes to Shalbert. To Clapridge, setting it there for Workman. Is trying to push it across. Brooks setting it there, and Macy puts it right in the net. Macy Noli put that one right in the twine. Point side out, Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers need to go right now on a 10-point run. Workman service. Comes down, push to the net to Noli. All the way across to Witt. That's good in the corner. Witt still makes it a 25-16 Sullivan win in game one. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Hi, my name is Michelle Bland. I'm the new family nurse practitioner at SMDH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurances. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these great deals at K&H Auto Supply. Lucas Ejector Cleaner for $5.49, Lucas Fuel Treatment for $12.99, and Lucas Oil Stabilizer for $14.99. And get Permatex Fast Orange Hand Cleaner for $14.99 for the gallon size. That's at K&H Auto Supply in Salem.
Park City, yeah, Park City, Park City.
Hi, Carrie Patton here from Town & Country Bank. We've got all the perks of a national bank, like online banking, quick loan approval, and you can even deposit your check from your phone. That's not why our customers love us, though. They love us because we still offer hometown customer service. Stop by one of our area locations and let our friendly team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
We are getting ready for game 2 of this championship game. Sullivan with a 1-0 lead. Hopefully the Lady Tigers got their jitters out. Sullivan is a very good team, but so are the Lady Tigers of Salem. You'll have to minimize the mistakes. You'll have to get in front of these Lady Eagles. They are very good, and they will dig, and they'll go after balls to keep them alive and elevated. They do a very good job of getting that ball back up in the air to allow somebody else to keep it in play. Not to say Salem doesn't do that, but I've seen the Eagles do it on numerous occasions. Back actually when the Salem Tigers played them the first time, I was pretty amazed at some balls I didn't think they could get to. Were able to just reach back and get an arm on it and keep it up in the air just so somebody else could get underneath. Salem will serve first. Mallory Workman's service comes down the line, kept alive by Gardner, pushed to the net, and pushed into the net by Blankenship. 1-0 Salem Tigers. With Blankenship and Macy Noley in that front line. The pass to Noley. Again, there it is, just keeping it alive somehow. Now Moody setting it for Irway, trying to dink it across, but Irway hits the net. Or did Sullivan hit the net? They're going to rule Sullivan hit the net. Both girls were right there. Point for the Lady Tigers. Workman with a 2-0 lead. Drills that one. It's an ace off the hands of Carly Godfrey. 3-0. Next one. It's short. It's also a nice play by Sullivan. Nice dig. Good play to keep it alive. Now the kill by Irway. It's good. As Brooks couldn't dig that one out. Sullivan amazingly dug that one out. The net got it over, but they were out of position, and Irway drilled it off the hands of Brooks. It's 4-0. Workman's next service. Played to the net by Godfrey. They set it back for Witt, and Witt, nice dig and saved by Clapperich and played over by Irway. Played to the net. Macy Noley again for Witt. Partially blocked, kept alive by Workman. Moody across for Irway. Blocked down, pushed back across, and a point called as Kaminsky called for double hit. Point inside out for Sullivan. 1 serving 4. This is game 2. Macy Noley. Her service deep. Played there by Shalbert to Workman to the net. Irway for the kill. Blocked down. Kept alive by Workman to Moody. Now to Shalbert. Playing in the corner, and it's out of bounds. Just missed. 2 serving 4. Only back to serve. Serves is short, dug out by Irway to Workman. Back to Irway for the kill. Kept alive there by Brooks to the net for Witt for the kill. Nice dig by Clapperich to Workman to Shalbert in the middle. Playing it softly across, and a point for Salem on a net violation called on Anna Brooks. Point inside out. 5 serving 2. Salem in game 2 leading it. Kaylee Moody back to serve. Moody's service down the line, and it's out. She'll check out. Kylie Wood will come in the game. 3 serving 5. Kaylee, one of the better servers for Salem, trying to get it right down that line. Didn't work. With service, dug out nicely by Shalbert to Workman. Keeping it alive for Clapperich. And the point for Sullivan. Tigers just basically set it right into their block. 4 serving 5 with service. Comes to Irway, now to Kaminsky, and Shalbert will have to backhand it all the way over. Play it across for Brun. Nice play by the Tigers. Workman back to Irway for that kill, and it's good in the corner. Nice job by Avery Irway. Took a little something off and caught the backside corner. Kaminsky with a serve. Bruin plays it to the middle to Noley. And point called, a double hit called, I believe, on Blankenship. 7-4, Salem with a lead. Kaminsky back to serve. This is game 2. Sullivan won game 1, 25-16. Kaminsky's service is soft. Play to the middle to Macy Noley. Played across. Tigers keep it alive, and Irway plays it deep. Play back to the net. And can't dig it out is Macy Noley. Ball was passed too far to the net. Macy was trying to play it before it got to the net, and it was over her head. Point for the Lady Tigers on that bad pass. And Kaminsky will serve it again. Played there by Bruin. Noley Now to Witt, a double hit called on Nolan. 9-4 Salem on top. Pace Kaminsky, and a timeout called by Coach Sarah Rocklew as Salem has a 9-4 lead in game 2. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Salem Tigers 9, Sullivan 4, game 2. Don't forget, it takes a lot of people to make it possible for us to bring you Tiger sports like J&D Automotive, Dent County Vet Clinic, Aligned by Design Chiropractic, and Hometown Mechanical. They help bring you the video streams, and even though we are Mission.TV, we want to thank them for all their support all season long, as well as Ozark Overhead Doors. They and the gang do a tremendous job. Kaminsky serves it into the net. Klotz will come in. Emily, in game 1, served it out of bounds twice. Salem has hopes that she does that again. 5 serving 9. This is game 2. That service played there by Shalbert. Irway keeps it alive, and Workman bumps it over deep. Play to the net. Noli setting it there, pushing it down, but blocked down by Strange. And a point for the Salem Tigers. The double hit called on Sullivan. Klotz will check out as Blankenship comes back in. Avid's a freshman, very tall freshman. I do not have her height. And then she checks right back out. And then Anna Brooks comes in as the libero. 10 serving 5. Avery Irway back with the serve. That comes just over. Nice dig by Brooks to keep that one alive. And then Bruin will push it over. Strange to Dubois. Playing it across was Irway. Kept alive Noli. And just getting it across to the last second was Brooks. Tigers, Dubois setting it there for Strange. Trying to just dink it in. And they set it backwards. Witt for the kill. Play there by Irway back over the net. Push to the net. Noli going deep for Bruin. And the kill. It's out of bounds. It missed. Point for the Salem Lady Tigers. The one line judge said it was out. The head judge said it was not touched. They're in discussion. They still haven't seen the point. Now they're going to give it to Sullivan. That's a bad call right there. That service is way too deep. But that's a bad call. The line judge down the side said it was out. The head judge said it was out. And the floor judge on the other side of the floor said it tipped fingers. I don't know how you do that. Point side out Salem. Clapper's serve comes to Sullivan, and they cannot keep it alive. Ball played to Witt. Witt played it toward the scorer's table. That'll be an ace for Clapperich, and it's a 12-6 Salem Tiger lead. Tyler back to serve. Godfrey is deep, along with Brooks. Claperich's serve comes down to Godfrey. Played to Noli all the way across the Bruin. Playing it deep. There is Clapperich to play it across the Strange. Partially blocked. It's good. Could not keep it alive as coming up quickly was Godfrey. And it's a point for the Lady Tigers as they get double block went up. But somehow Emily got off the side of the arm of Noli. And it falls in for a Tiger point. Claperich's next service. Deep but played there by Olivia Witt. They play it back to Bruin. Going deep. There's Irway. Nice play by Avery to Clapperich. And a clumps across to Workman who just bumps it over. Brooks to the net for Sullivan. They try and tip it across. And they do get the point as Noli got that ball to hit the net and just dropped right straight down. And Sullivan will take that point. 7 serving 13. This is game 2. Emma Bruin to serve. Comes to Shalbert. She has trouble with it. Irway keeps it alive, and Strange will play it over, but out of bounds. Heck of a job by Avery Irway to get to that one, and Coach Barnes will call timeout. Salem Tigers lead here in game 2, 13-8. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
For all of your tire needs, make sure you see the professionals at Hub's Tire Center in Salem. They have a wide selection of competitively priced consumer tires, commercial tires, farm tires, and industrial tires. They feature the industry's best tire brands, including Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. You can also visit their Napa Auto Care Center to accurately diagnose vehicle issues the very first time. Hub's Tire. Stop in at 801 South Main Street in Salem or call 729-5800 for more information.
Salem Tigers 13, Sullivan 8. Sullivan won game 1, 25-16. Salem trying to even this setup. Got a long way to go yet. Here in game 2. Emma Bruin back to serve for Sullivan. They are in the black jerseys with the gold trim. Salem in their white jerseys with navy trim and Carolina blue trim. Here's Strange pushing it deep. Played there by Bruin, going for the kill. It's off the net. Strange back setting it for Moody, and Moody goes out of bounds, trying to go cross court. Point for Sullivan. Bruin with a service. Comes to Workman. To Strange, putting it back on the middle of the floor, and Mallory just push it across. Noli setting it across for Witt, trying to dink it in, and it's good. Lack of communication on the floor right there between 3 Lady Tigers. It's like, I got it, you take it. Bruin serve, hit says Macy Noli in the back of the head. Never got up at all. Point inside out to Lady Tigers. They need to get those 3 points back. As Shalva goes back to serve. 14 serving 10. This is game 2. And now Shalbert turns the ball over, never served at all. And a point for Sullivan. That's another mistake. You have to wait for the official to give you the go-ahead. She did not. Cost Salem a point and a service. And now an ace. Served by Brooks off the hands of Irway. Tigers talking among themselves. But that was a silly mistake. 12 serving 14. Comes back to Shalbert. To Claverich. Now to Workman. Playing it across, and it's out of bounds. And a point for Sullivan. And the Lady Tigers are shooting themselves in the foot here. 13 serving 14. Sullivan has come back from a 7-point deficit. Trailing by 1. Pass to Claverich. Now over to Workman. Blocked down. Played back up the net to Kaminsky. Playing it across. It's out of bounds. And we are tied at 14. Coach Barnes wants a timeout. That mental mistake by Shalbert seems to have confused our Lady Tigers. Coach Barnes will try and settle the girls down. It's 14-14 in game 2. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
What's the signature of success in the hay and forage industry? A bale roll with a Vermeer 504R signature baler. Designed for convenience, ease of use, and durability, the working man now has a baler for any operation. Let your baler help you put up the best bales in town with durable components, an aggressive rotor, and a camless wide pickup that features fewer moving parts than ever before. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with a 3-year pickup warranty. The 504R signature baler is truly one of a kind. Visit your Vermeer dealer, Salem Farm Equipment, Highway 19 South in Salem today.
bad things happen to good people and good vehicles. No matter the damage, let New Life Auto give your vehicle a new life. They'll cover the upfront cost of the tow to the shop, and the experienced staff will deal with your insurance company to get the best results possible for you and your vehicle. They're located at 583 Highway 68, about a half mile from Tater's Sporting Goods. Give them a call at 573-453-4812.
Middle. And to come across, digging it over for Sullivan was Blankenship. Tigers set it for Workman. It's good. Mallory just got it over the head of Macy Noling. And it fell in between the dive of Brooks and also Brune. Workman back to serve. 15 serving 14. Brune to the net to Noling. They set it at the net. Brought back down by Kaminsky, but not very hard. Now Workman in the middle of the Shalvett, playing it to the corner. Gardner to Macy Nolley across the Witt for the kill. Blocked down by the Lady Tigers. Kaminsky again trying for the kill, but didn't get much on it. Brought back and now pushed into the net by Witt. Point for the Lady Tigers. Faith got up there, but didn't get any muscle on it, and the ball sat there. Sullivan was able to try and play it, but Tigers emerged with the point. Play in the net. Nolley trying to dink it in and does. Salem caught, flat-footed by Macy Nolley. She's done that to him in the past. Salem waiting for that set. Got caught leaning and flat-footed. 15 serving 16. That's just a smart setter that does that. Here's Shalvett to Workman. Setting it across for Irway for that kill. At the line there by Brooks with another arm save. Now to Brune. And it goes off Kaminsky at the net and in. And we're tied again at 16. Macy Nolley, the 5'1" senior. Her service comes to Irway. Now to Mallory Workman, and now to Irway, and the block kill. 17-16. Sullivan has come all the way back to take the lead. Moody checks out, and Reagan DuBois comes in. Macy Nolley ready to serve. 1-0. Sullivan leads, and now they have a 1-point lead. Chapel with a good play to keep that one alive. And now Irway plays it across. Played to the net. Nolley back to Witt, trying to dink it in. There's Clapperich. They set it now for Irway for the kill. Kept alive, partially blocked. Nolley across to Witt. And Fishel blew the play dead. We're going to replay it. I don't know what she saw, thought, or did, but she stopped play right in the middle of the volley. Nolley again with a service. Play there by Shalvett to Workman. Across for Irway for that kill. Dug out nicely by Brune. Played across to Witt, pushing it across. There's the Tigers' Workman to Du Bois. Across to Irway for the kill, and right into the hands of Brooks. Playing it back across. Witt gets the point off the diving effort of Shalvett. 18-16. Salem has their chances, but they're hitting it right into the defense of Sullivan. Here's Nolley. That's too deep. Point inside out, Salem Lady Tigers. They need a run right here. Couple of breaks would be good. Tigers have had some good opportunities, but give credit to Sullivan. They have made some excellent saves to keep those balls alive. Service by Moody. Comes to Nolley. Now quickly down to the freshman. At the net on the pass on the Salem side. Point side out to Sullivan. So the receiving of some and playing that pass up has been a little bit of a bugaboo in this tournament for the Salem Tigers. It was yesterday with St. Clair and has emerged again here tonight. Here's Kaminsky trying to get it back, bumped over by Shalvett. Play to the net. Macy Nolley all the way across for Brune, but he put it in the net. Emma Brune put that one right in the twine. Point side out to Lady Tigers. It's 18 serving 19. Kaminsky had a good run in this game already. She needs another one. That service is short, played by Brune to the net to Noli. Right in the middle, blocked down by the Tigers off Blankenship. And it falls in front of Witt. A little miscommunication by Sullivan, and we're tied at 19. She and Blankenship seem to get their signals crossed. Kaminsky drives it to Brooks. To Noli, to the net, just pushed over, kept alive. Workman there for Irway, very close to the net, but kept alive by Brune. They play it back to Witt for the kill. Played alive and pushed back in the middle by Irway, pushed over by Strange. They keep it in the net. Noli sending it across for Brune. Kept alive there by Kaminsky. There's Workman to Irway for the kill. Kept alive, pushed back in the net. Brune can't get that one as Strange gets the block kill. Brune and Witt came together, and I thought Brune was going to take it. I think she let it go to Witt. And Salem has a 20-19 lead. This is game 2. Service by Kaminsky comes down to Brooks. Across to Brune, partially blocked by Tigers Clapperidge. Workman across to Irway for the kill. 2D. Point side out to the Lady Eagles. Kylie Wood in. Klontz comes back in to serve. 20 serving 20. This is game 2. Klontz's service comes to Irway. To Workman, now to Shalbert. Playing it to the middle of the floor. To Macy Noli across the Broom, pushing it across. Tigers keep it alive. Workman. And then at the last second, nobody calling for the ball. Kylie Wood came up and called for a double hit. Klontz to serve again. 21 serving 20. Klontz's service comes to Shalbert. Workman setting it there for Irway. That's good. And we're tied again at 21. Avery got it inside that back line. Right down the middle of the floor. Avery Irway back to serve. Irway's service. Played there by Witt. Pushed back by Noli, and Witt will try and bump it across and does. Strange to Du Bois. Setting it there for Workman. Partially blocked at the net. Comes to Macy Noli. Now to Brune for the kill. Kept alive by Irway. Du Bois pushing it back to Shalbert. He'll play it just over. And Macy Noli now to Brooks. They play it to the net. Pushing it across and in. It's Reagan Johnson against Salem. Caught flat-footed on the little dump by Johnson. Yeah, I give credit to Sullivan. They see that Salem's coming up, and they leave that gap, and they took advantage of it. That's a short serve played there by Irway to Shalbert. To Workman, playing it deep, and that's in. That's on the line. Sullivan let it go. That ball hit right on the line. We're tied at 22. Mallory just was playing it to get it across. Ball falls right on that back line. 22 serving 22. Skylar Clapperidge to serve. Senior service comes to the net. Play there, Workman to Clapperidge. Setting it for Strange, blocked down. Tigers Emily pushing it across there. Macy Noli will set it there. And the kill for Stevie Saling. Point inside out to Sullivan. Salem had a better chance, but Strange tried to just dump it in. Sullivan was ready for it, and they set up a quick set and gets the kill. Brune with a soft serve. Comes to Clapperidge. Now to Workman. She tries to dink it in, but there's Macy Noli. Now across to Witt. Witt pushing it across, dug out by the Tigers' Skylar Shalbert. Now comes to Macy Noli. Cross to Witt for the kill. It's out. Point inside out, Lady Tigers. Trying to go cross court, missed it by a couple of feet. Strange will sit down, and Kylie Shalbert will serve. Service comes across, played there by Godfrey to the net. Set across for Witt, playing it there, and Clapperidge can't elevate it. Now it's game point for Sullivan. Skyler in defensive mode, did not elevate it, got the 5th sub. The ball went straight to the floor. Brooks' service comes to Shalbert, to Clapperich, now to Workman, just pushing it across. They set it back, and Broom going for the kill. Shalbert keeps it alive, to Clapperich, to the net, to Mallory Workman, but played right to the net to Lacey. Nice play. Clapperich setting it there for Moody. She puts it in the net. Kaylee Moody put it right in the net, 25-23. Sullivan wins game 2 and have a 2-0 lead here in the district championship. We'll come back in 2 minutes with game 3. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What? No way, dude. Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see shelter agent Brian Martin.
VIP Properties has 13 dedicated agents who are very committed to the Salem community and surrounding areas. VIP Properties agents are parents and grandparents of children who have been involved in the Salem sports programs, and we know how important it is. VIP Properties specializes in residential, farms, and commercial properties. We invite you to stop by and chat with us about your buying and selling needs. Our office is located at 103 East 4th Street, across from the Dent County Courthouse. VIP Properties is here to serve you. Go Tigers!
Funded through the Department of Mental Health, Enrichment Services of Dent County offers community integration, personal assistance, and individualized supported living programs that allow individuals with developmental disabilities an opportunity to live and participate in their communities through volunteerism, paying jobs, and in-home support. This is just some of what they do at Enrichment Services of Dent County. Call Director Tanya Newman for more information at 729-7279.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Don't forget, tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at KSMO, the Missouri State High School Activities Association, remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everybody. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson and be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri. Well, the Tigers kind of gave that game away, had a 7-point lead, had a couple of mental mistakes that cost them. And in district play, you don't get second chances when you get a good teams. You're down to the better teams in the state. They don't give you a second chance. And Sullivan took advantage of those mistakes. Got to be a tie ball game at 20-20. And then Sullivan took advantage of a key mistake, and that's it. That's all it is. And an ace to start out game 3. As Macy Noley gets it right down the line, Shalbert can't get to it. 1-0 Eagles. Sullivan leads 2-0. It's a best-of-5 series. Noley's next service, that's deep and out of bounds. Point side out for the Lady Tigers. Sam got off to a great start in game 2, but a couple of errors, a couple of bad passes, but just a couple of mental mistakes and letting Sullivan get the best of him, and there you go. That cost them the game. Now they got to fight hard and do like St. Clair did last night. Win game 3. That's all there is. And that ball's going to be an ace. Ace for the Lady Tigers, Kaylee Moody. Ball looked like a pretty simple one to play back by Brooks, but it went off her arm and went backwards, and no one from Sullivan could get to it. 2 serving 1. The next service comes down. Played straight up in the air by Brune. It's Macy Nolan now to Witt going for that kill. It's good. Easily in. Cross court, put it back in that far corner. 2-2. Game 3. Salem must win to keep their season alive. Olivia Witt back to serve. Witt service deep and too deep. Goes out of bounds. Kylie Wood started to go for it. Not sure if the bench called it or she got help from her teammates. But ducked away, let it go. 3 serving 2 as Faith Kaminsky goes back to serve. Faith service, spins down, played there by Brune. Nanoli around the middle and pushing it right into the net is the freshman Ava Blankenship. 4 serving 2, Salem on top. Kaminsky's next service comes down to Brooks. To the net, they set it for Brune, partially blocked off the hands of the Tigers, but it goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Sullivan, and the side out in a point, make it 3 serving 4. Emily Klontz will serve up. The 5'6" junior. 3 serving 4. That service comes to Shalbert, to Workman, setting it right there for Irway. And the point as Irway hit the net. Irway follow through, got the net, 4-4. Would have been a kill for Avery, but caught a little bit of that net. Klont's next service. That's in. It's a deep serve, and the Tigers gave up on it. And it caught the back line. 5 serving 4, the second ace of this third game. Klont's ready for the next service. This one. Shalbert plays it over to Wood, who will just bump it over to Clapperidge, who gets it across. Macy setting it there and getting that kill is Stevie Sailing. And it's 6-4 Sullivan. Tigers playing very defensive volleyball at this moment. Klontz with that service comes to Shalbert. She has trouble with it, and they can't field it. Wood went back there, but it hit the air conditioning and changed directions. And it's another ace. 3 out of the 7 points have been aces here for Sullivan in game 3. Klont's next service. That's way too deep. Point side out for the Lady Tigers. 5 serving 7. Game 3. Avery Irway will go back to serve. This is critical now, and Irway serves it right in the net. Point side out to Sullivan. Lady Tigers need to try and get that service back. The service by Johnson comes down to Du Bois, to Clapperidge, setting it there for Strange. She is called for a caught ball. Nine serving 5. Some easy points so far for Sullivan here. Aces and easy turnover. That one's too deep. Point side out for the Lady Tigers. Moody back in for Reagan Du Bois. 6 serving 9. Clapperidge back to serve. Game 3 of our best of 5. That service comes off the hands of Brooks, kept alive by Sullivan, and Godfrey puts it right in the net. Point for the Lady Tigers. Make it 7 serving 9. Skylar Clapperidge, one of the many seniors on this Tigers team at 5'6". Her next service, just over the net. It's an ace. Nice serve by Skylar Clapperidge. That ball just cleared the net. Diving effort by Anna Brooks, but she couldn't get to it. Ball seemed to be curving a little bit as well. 8 serving 9. Clapperidge with the serve. Service comes back, play to the net to Macy Noli across to Brune, and there's the kill. I will say Sullivan, Macy Noley, is an outstanding setter. She puts that ball right in the wheelhouse of her outside hitters. They have not had to go search for that ball at all. That's been really an on-shot line. Now here's Strange with a kill. She's got it. That's a heck of a back set by the Lady Tigers workman. That was perfect. And Emily got all of that one. Witt couldn't field it. 9 serving 10, game 3, excuse me. Shalbert with a service comes to Gardner, to Macy Noley, all the way across to Witt, plays it deep. There's Irway to Clapperidge, setting it for Workman, plays it across to Brooks, comes back to the net to Witt for the kill, off the net and in. Things are going your way, they go your way. That ball hit the top of the net, trickled over. Ball's in on the Salem side, 11 serving 9. Brooks back to serve in game 3. That service to Shalbert, to Clapperidge. A short set for Workman off the fingertips. Point for the Lady Tigers. I believe that went off the fingertips of Ava Blankenship. 10 serving 11. Workman service. Gardner plays it straight up to Macy Noley. Now back to Brune. There is the trying to get the pass back, and it goes right to Blankenship, but she fanned on it. Ball came over the net on the pass by Workman, but Blankenship fanned on it. We're tied at 11. Mallory's next service comes, pushed to the net, played across to the Salem Tigers. Workman setting it for Irway for the kill, and she's got it. Point for the Lady Tigers. And a timeout called by Coach Sarah Rocklew of Sullivan. 12-11, Salem on top. Back in 30 seconds, this is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised. Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm, with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm, especially when you combine them.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem.
You know, it takes a lot of people to make our broadcast possible. I want to thank all of our sponsors all year long for making it happen, and especially our great sponsors that support us through all the sports and activities. That includes the people that make our video possible, and that is those like J&D Automotive, Kent County Vet Clinic, Line by Design Chiropractic, and Hometown Mechanical. Without them, we couldn't do what we do. Thanks again for all your support. A soft serve dug out there nicely by Gardner, pushed back across. Shalbert digs it out to Workman. Now comes to Irway, just punching it across. Comes to the net to Brune. Set across for Witt for the kill. Blocked down by Kaminsky. The block kill at the net. 13-11, Salem Tigers on top. That was about as perfect a block kill as you could see. Faith went up, got it, directed it straight down. The service is in. It's an ace for Workman. 14-11. Mallory Workman back to serve again. 14 serving 11. That service comes back. Played by Brune. Noli across to Witt, and she guides it right in the net. 15-11, Salem on top. This is game 3. Salem is down 2-0. That service is too hard that time. It sails out. Point side out to Sullivan. Reagan Johnson back in for Gardner. Macy Noley back to serve. Macy just a 5'1" senior, but she really runs this team. Comes to Clapperidge to Workman. Setting it for Irway for the kill. Off the fingertips, I believe, of Johnson and in. Point and side out for the Lady Tigers. Could have been off of Blankenship, but I believe it was Johnson. Kaylee Moody back to serve. 16 serving 12, game 3. Moody's service right in the net. Kylie Wood comes in. 13 serving 16. Service by Witt comes across. Played there by Irway to Workman. At the net, Kaminsky just trying to dink it across. Pushed over. They set it back in the middle, pushing it over. There is Kaminsky to Workman. Now to Irway for the kill, but played there deep by Witt. They pass it all the way across to Brune, playing it deep. Shalbert to Workman to Irway for the kill. And can they get it? Macy Noley gets it back across, and they push it over. Shalbert again to Workman. Setting it for Kaminsky. The block killed over by Sullivan. I believe Brune got that one. 14-16. They did everything right. But Sullivan did too on that block kill. Service by Witt. Played there by Irway to Workman. For Irway for the kill. That's good. Diving effort by Noley. That ball might have been going out of bounds. But Macy Noley dove after it. It was close. Point side out, Lady Tigers. 17 serving 14. Faith Kaminsky with the service. Plays it up to Witt. Quick set and playing there. The Tigers Workman on the attempt by Blankenship. Now Irway plays it across. Off the arms and out of bounds as Brune couldn't handle it. Point side out. Point for the Lady Tigers, not side out. 18-14 is Kaminsky is serving. Kind of fat slap from Irway. Real soft serve dug out there. Noley setting it for Brune for the kill. Blocked down, but out of bounds by the Lady Tigers. Those outside hits, you got to direct it back to the middle. The Lady Tigers got the block right back. As Sullivan's girls are coming from a distance outside the line. So when you block it straight down, it's going to be out of bounds. 15 serving 18. Here's Shalbert. Workman setting it there for Irway. Playing it deep. Push back to the net. Push down and push back over top. Workman to Irway again for the kill. Tip to the net, and it's a good. Point for the Lady Tigers as Macy Noley defended herself. Dug it out of the net, did Johnson. But Salem gets the point. 19 serving 15. Game 3. Sullivan with a 2-0 lead. This is the district championship of Class 3 District 9. Irway's service. Plays deep to the net. Macy Noley across for Brune. And that was pretty easy right there. Brune with an easy kill. She got up on top of that one. I talk about Macy Noley being an outstanding setter. Right there is a prime example. As Brune got way outside, came across and blasted that one down. Quickly got on top. Johnson's service comes to Shalbert to the net. Workman setting it there for Strange off the hands of number 12, Stevie Sailing, and a point for the Lady Tigers. And side out. Godfrey back in. Skylar Clapperidge back to serve. 20 serving 16. Clapperidge's serve. Comes down, played there by Brooks. Across to Brune, playing it across. Dug out there by Irway. They keep it alive to Workman for the kill. Too deep. Mallory gets underneath that. It sails. Point side out to Sullivan. She had that back line, but just missed it. Soft serve comes to Irway. To Clapperidge at the net to Emily Strange, and a nice dink down. Emily didn't have to slam it, just direct it down, and she did. Point and side out for the Lady Tigers. 21 serving 17. Kylie Shalbert back to serve. Service dug out by Godfrey. Now comes to Witt. Just plays it across. And a point for the Salem Lady Tigers. That ball hit the antenna. And a timeout called by Coach Sarah Rocklew. 22 for Salem, 17 for Sullivan. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Have you had a fender bender or crashed your vehicle? Come and see Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care for all of your auto body needs. They have over 20 years of experience of putting vehicles back in mint condition. Take your vehicle to Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 1202 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem, across from Walmart, or call 729-3900. Locally owned by Tim and Wendy Smith.
22-17. Salem Tigers with the 5-point lead. No lead is safe, though, against Sullivan. Salem saw that in game 2. Had a 7-point lead. The Lady Eagles were able to bounce back. Kylie Schaubert to serve. Salem must win to stay alive. They trail 2-0. Schaubert service. It's deep and too deep. Point side out to Sullivan. Anna Brooks back to serve, the 5'5" senior, playing a libero tonight. Her service is deep, and it's out of bounds. Point for the Lady Tigers, inside out as well. Good call by the bench to let them know that was going too deep. As Workman goes back to serve. 23 serving 18. A service down the side off of Witt. Played back to the front, and Noli just pushing it across. Clapbridge to Workman. Setting it for Irway for the kill. Partially blocked at the net. Kept alive, and Witt will play it into the block of Kaminsky. Kept alive, though, and Witt will bump it over. Schaubert to Workman for Kaminsky. That's a nice sink. The point is good. What a nice sink by Kaminsky. Just to the left of the defender. And it's game point for the Lady Tigers of Salem. Service by Workman off the net. That's a nice play there by Witt. Pushed across, kept alive by Irway. And now playing across. And good is Clapperidge. It hit the Blankenship, and it falls on the side of Sullivan. Salem wins game 3, 25-18. And we go to game 4 when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through all of it. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Leah Nash. Call me or Joe Brand at Edward Jones, 573-729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Welcome back, Sullivan High School Gymnasium, and this is Game 4 of the District 9 Championship, Class 3 District 9. Sullivan won the first one, 25-16. They edged Salem in a game that Salem probably should have won. Game 2, 25-23. Salem did come back, win game 3, 25-18. And again, they have to win this game to stay alive for their season and force a game 5. The Lady Tigers, who played outstanding in game 4, started out with a few aces. Got off to a good start. A couple of aces, I should say. Not a few, but a couple. And the Tigers, once they got a 4-point lead at 17-13, really never got under 3. Just went back and forth and back and forth. And then Salem finally got a break and extended out to 5, and they won it by 7, 25-18. Mallory Workman will serve for the Salem Lady Tigers. If you're watching on video, Salem's in the white jerseys with the Carolina blue numbers, and the Sullivan Lady Eagles in the black jerseys with the gold trim and the white numbers. Here comes Brune, and the set shut that quickly by Macy Noley, and it's 1-0. Noley and Brune have something going to because it's obvious they know exactly where they want that ball, and she's able to get it to Brune right in stride. 1-0 for the Lady Eagles. Here's Kluntz. That service is out of bounds. Point inside out for the Lady Tigers. Blankenship comes back in for the second, turns around, goes right back out as the libero Anna Brooks comes back in. Moody checks in. It looked like Leah Russell was in for that missed serve. Service comes to Brooks. They quick set it, trying to dink it in. The Tigers are there. Here's Tigers Irway going for the kill. Blocked down. Played there by Workman. To Shalbert to Irway. Trying to play it across. Played there by Brune. To Macy Noley. Now to Witt. Dinking it across. Irway to Workman. Back to Irway for the kill. She's got it. And Irway hit the net. Irway hit the net. And now the head official wants to talk to the other official. Irway hit the net. I do know that. And they've been calling that a net violation all night. They're going to give the point to Sullivan. Two to 1. They'll say that she hit the net. She did touch the net after the play was over, but it doesn't matter. The official on the bottom, he cannot hit the net until they call the play dead. Back to service Johnson. Irway to Workman. Sitting in the middle for Irway for that kill. Played back by Johnson. Trying to dink it over. The Tigers play it back. Pushing it across towards Brune. Trying to play it over. There's Irway to Workman. For Irway for that kill. She's got it off the hands of Brune. 2-2 our score. Avery went cross court near side, or far side, as Brune went for the arm save, got a piece of it, but couldn't control it. Faith Kaminsky back to serve. 2 serving 2. Game 4. Class 3 District 9 Championship. Godfrey to Macy Noley. Now to Brune for that kill. Kaminsky plays it to Workman and then pushed over, and a double hit called on Salem as Workman and Wood were confused. So a point for the Eagles. That's 2 kind of controversial calls back-to-back where Sullivan got points. One at the net and that one right there. It looked like it still, even though they got confused and bumped each other, looked like a clean hit back. Service by Brune. Comes to Irway. To the net, Workman. Back to Irway for the kill. That's pretty. Nothing else to say, but that was pretty. Nice job by the Tigers. The perfect feed. The excellent hit. 3-3 our score. Avery Irway back to serve. 3 serving 3. The service to Godfrey. Pushing it to the net. Trying to push it over and off the hands of the Lady Tigers by Macy Noley. Point for Sullivan. Noli very close to touching that net with her hand, but they did not call that as her hand came across. Anna Brooks with that service. Comes to Workman, trying to push her to the cross, pushed her right in the net. 5 serving 3. Anna Brooks with the service, right in the net. Point side out, Lady Tigers. Salem trails it by 1 before serving 5. Russell back in. On the front line, Clapperidge with a serve. Played there by Godfrey all the way out to Witt. And now back to Godfrey. Played there by Strange. Clapperidge now to Workman. Blocked down, kept alive by the Salem Tigers. And pushed back over by Workman. They set it for Felgerson, and Clapperidge sliding down. Should have let it go, but got her hand up, and the ball hit her hand. It goes out of bounds. And no way she's going to know where that backboard is in that ball, but as she slid down, her hand was up. Ball hit her hand. Point automatically for Sullivan. And Macy Noli off the top of the net. They set it for Workman for the kill, and she's got it. Point side out to the Lady Tigers. 5 serving 6. Strange checks out. Kaminsky on that front line. Russell's up there as well. As Workman. Shalbert serve. Comes down. Bumped to the net by Brune. They set across for Witt. Blocked down and kept alive to the net and bumped over by Blankenship. Clapperidge setting it in the middle for Workman. Tipped. But back across. And the Tigers let it fall. That's just happened way too much in this district tournament. Balls that are easy and no communication on the floor. That ball falls harmlessly to the ground, and boy, that hurts. Point side out to Sullivan. Clapperidge setting it now for Kaminsky. That's way too deep. Nothing fluid there. Coach Barnes calls timeout. The previous play messed the Tigers up, and you can see it right there on that last point. They just were out of sync. 8-5, Sullivan on top. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
As we return to Sullivan, Salem trails 2-1. They trail 8-5 in game 4. They have to overcome that mistake. It's still early enough in the game, but they trail it now by 3 points. As Witt goes back to serve. Olivia Witt, a 5'8" senior. Serves it across, played there by Irway. To Clapperidge, back to Irway. Playing it deep, played to the net by Brooks. They set it there for Brune, and Tigers can't get it across. Thought they might have dug it out. The official on the top of the chair said no. 9 serving 5. With service comes to Workman. To Clapperidge. Short set for Workman. Pumps it across. Macy Noli to Brooks. Playing it into the net was Johnson. Point side out for the Lady Tigers. They trail it by 3. 6 serving 9. Mallory Workman back to serve. Workman's service. Dug out there by Brooks. They keep it alive and trying to push it over. Was Brune. Now here's Irway for that kill. Off the arms of Witt, out of bounds. Point for the Lady Tigers. Ball was possibly going out of bounds, but Witt played it. May have been a little indecision on her part whether to let it go or not, but not very sure play right there. Here's Macy Noley. They set it, and getting an easy kill was Blankenship. Boy, that was almost too easy. The simple pass up to Macy Noley, the short set for Blankenship, and there was nobody in front of her in the net in the middle part of the floor. Easy kill. That was very nicely done by Sullivan. And the service comes back to Schaubert. To Kaminsky, and now Irway plays it across. Dug out to the net. Kept alive by Macy Noley and pushed over. Schaubert can't dig it out. Klontz gets the point. 11-7 Sullivan. Klontz with her next service comes to Schaubert. To Workman. They set it for Irway, and Irway hits it very deep. Out of bounds. Russell will check out. Moody back in. 12 serving 7. This is game 4. Salem is going to have to come back. They're going to have to put their game together. They have to win to keep their season alive. Klontz service comes to Irway. To Workman. Setting it for Kaminsky. She just sinks it in. That's a nice play by Faith. They tried a double block on Faith, and she just kind of let it come down and softly pushed it over the edge of the net. 8 serving 12. Salem needs a long run here. As Moody's service comes down. Play to the net by Witt. Macy Noley over to Brune for the kill. Too deep. Salem gets the point. They're within 3. Emma Brune, again, has that coming from out of bounds, and she's got that down pat. They're going to try it again to Brune. Going for the kill. The block down by the Salem Tigers. Push back and push deep and out of bounds. Attempted play there by Stacy Saling. That ball sailed on her. Out of bounds. It's 10 serving 12. This is game 4. Sullivan leads in games 2-1. Mooney's next serve. Play to the net. They can't get it out of the net. Low pass by Witt. Brune tried to get down low enough to elevate it. Could not. And the Tigers are within 1. 11 for Salem. 12 for Sullivan. And Coach Sarah Rocklew calls timeout. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
There's a lot to do at the newly renovated Salem City Park. Headlining the activities is the totally rejuvenated Alice Lou Craig Municipal Pool that offers visitors and residents of all ages a full day of fun. The park also includes a brand new splash pad adjacent to Billy's Playground, Salem's new all-accessible playground where children with different abilities can play together. The park has numerous ball fields as well as pavilions that are available to rent for private outings. For more information about the Salem City Park, visit the Salem Park and Recreation Facebook page online.
This has been a very good district final. Couple mistakes by each team. Couple breaks here for Sullivan in this game. A couple calls early gave them a couple of points that could have been questionable, could have gone either way. But right now, Salem within 1, 11 serving 12. Kaylee Moody back to serve again. Service comes across, played up to the net to Macy Noley. And pushed over by Johnson. Moody to Workman to the net for Irway, and she's got the kill. Ball might have been deflected before it went off Witt. And we're tied at 12. Salem was down by 5. They get the side out, and Moody has served 4 straight points. They set across for Brune for the kill. Yep, too easy. Emma Brune got up really high on the high set by Macy Noley. Gets that point back. And Sullivan back with a 1-point lead. Schaubert to Workman. Setting it there for Irway. Dinks it across. Kept alive by Sullivan, that time by Brune. And pushing it over the net. Tigers trying to keep it alive. They do push it across. And a point. They're going to call a double hit on Irway. as Salem had a little trouble with that ball when it came across and went off Kaminsky's hands, and the Tigers struggled. Point for Sullivan as Johnson serves it up. Service comes to Shalbert, and Shalbert's pass was bad. Kylie missed Workman, went right over her shoulder into the bottom of the net. That's an ace for Johnson. It makes it 15-12. Next one by Johnson. Spins that one to Irway. To Workman. Setting it for Irway. Missed it outside. And all that hard work Salem did to climb back in the game has been undone without much volleying at all. 16-12. Sullivan now on top. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem has everything to get your vehicle ready for winter. Napa Green Antifreeze and Coolant for $11.99 for the gallon size. Seafoam High Mileage Treatment for $10.59, 16-ounce size. And a fluid film lubricant for $7.99. And Roadrunner Ice Melt, $6.99 for the 20-pound size. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store, 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
Sullivan Lady Eagles 16, Salem Lady Tigers 12. This is game 4. Sullivan leads it 2-1. This is the Class 3 District 9 championship. Salem had tied it at 12-12. And they have missed with a couple of shots that has extended the Sullivan lead. And one bad pass. It doesn't take long. Johnson's service is soft, dug out by Shalbert. It comes across to Clapperich. Nice play by Brooks over there, and they play it back across. That's what Sullivan has done well all game long. Now Irway. Brooks takes it out to Macy Noli. Now to Brune, playing it across. Shalbert to Workman for Salem. Now to Irway for the kill, and missed it out of bounds again. Avery again trying to go down the side, but missed it by a bunch. 17 serving 12. Can't give those points away now. Service comes to Shalbert to Workman. Back setting it for Kaminsky, and it's blocked down. The block kill by Brune. And it's 18-12. Du Bois will come in for Wood. Johnson with it right now. A 5-point service. A soft serve to Shelby. They set it for Irway. Just dinks it across. Kept alive by Sullivan. They play it back, and pushing it over is Macy Noli. Here's Clapperich setting it for Irway. The kill. Now partially blocked down there by the Sullivan Eagles. The ball is over and out of bounds by Workman on the pass. They hit down the line by Brune, and Workman had it but played it back across the net, but on the wrong side of the line. 19 serving 12. Service comes down. It's just an ace. Shalbert couldn't get it. 20-12. This is now a 7-point service by Johnson, and Sullivan has taken a commanding 20-12 lead. The service dug out nicely, but no, they're going to call it an ace. It hit the ground. Looked like Du Bois got it, but it sailed out of bounds anyway. 21 serving 12. Well, you got to give a lot of credit to Johnson here. 2 aces in this service, and she's served right now 9 points. Service comes to Irway. Now to Workman, to Irway. Sinks it over and in. Point for the Lady Tigers. They're running out of time. They have 13. Sullivan 21. Salem now has to have a 9-point service. Kaminsky's serve comes back to the net. Macy Noli setting it for Brune for the kill off the fingertips and in. Point for the Lady Eagles. And side out. Bruin will go back to serve. Her service comes down to Clapridge to Workman. Setting it there for Strange. Off the hand of Stevie Sailing and out of bounds. Point side out for the Lady Tigers. Avery Irway will go back. Salem does not have any points to play with here. They're down 22-14. Irway's service comes to Godfrey. They back set it, go for the kill, and they got it. Sailing with the kill. Side out to the Lady Eagles, who are 2 points away from the district championship. Anna Brooks, who's had a great game. Workman setting it there for Emily Strange. Missed it. 1 point away. That ball that fell between Schaubert and Workman seemed to take a lot of life out of Salem Lady Tigers. 24 serving 14. And there it is, right there, as the boys call for a double hit. And this match is over. The Sullivan Lady Eagles will move on, and they will go and face the winner of District 10 as they win it in 4 games as they beat the Lady Tigers 25-16, 25-23, 18-25, and 25-14. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back. This is Lady Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
History is what makes the Bank of Salem different. We've been a part of this community since 1883, and we're the first bank in Salem, as well as one of the oldest banks in the Ozarks. We pride ourselves in our commitment to this community and make giving back a priority each year through our many donations and volunteer hours. Our employees are your neighbors, friends, and family who strive to make this community we call home the best it can be. Come bank with us at the Bank of Salem and be a part of Dent County history.
At Country Mart in Salem, you'll find gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. They also have fresh produce, quality meats, a bakery, and a full-service deli that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have you joined the Country Mart e-Club yet? You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sale items through your email. It's free to join, and for more information about the e-Club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from Country Mart in Salem.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Cuddy's Well Service and Plumbing, LLC in Salem provides well pump repairs to existing wells and pump installations in new wells. In addition, they can handle all of your plumbing needs. They can also provide backhoe and dump truck services. Need Creek Rock or White Rock delivered? Give Cuddy's Well Service a call at 729-2787. Cuddy's is a proud supporter of Salem Tiger Athletics and all of the students in Salem and Dent County.
Can patients with renal failure have their dialysis treatment in Salem? Absolutely, right at our own Salem Memorial District Hospital. The treatments are usually required 3 times a week and can be received at the hospital on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. For further information, please call me, Jody Parker, at 729-6626. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Town Screen is popping up all over Salem with over 17 display screens in numerous locations. Town Screen is a community network for everything local, not just businesses, but for everyday use like a help wanted ad, selling your truck, for those having a yard sale, or if your group is holding an upcoming event. The townscreen.com site is a self-serve platform that's low cost, easy, and fast, where you post a message today and you see it tomorrow. For more information or if you need help, see Kenny or Ben at 800 South Main Street in the front office of KSMO Media.
And we welcome you back to Sullivan High School Gymnasium. Now, it just seemed the Tigers lost a lot more than the district play tonight. They just kind of lost a little bit of confidence after a ball fell between 2 Tiger defenders. It just seemed to take the air right out of their sails as the ball was just coming over the net. Two Lady Tigers just did not communicate. Ball fell between them, and then on the very next play, the Tigers just looked totally disjointed and never looked very good after that the rest of the way, as Johnson serves 9 straight points and then kind of puts the game away as Sullivan wins it. What a close game all the way through in Game 4, and it looked like this was going to go right down to the wire, maybe go 5 games. But then Johnson comes in after a 12-12 game. Salem Tigers, he called on a net violation, lose the point, goes to Sullivan 13-12, and then Johnson comes on and serves 9 straight points for the Lady Eagles, and they win it, and the Tigers just did not react very well to that one. It seems that one play just kind of took the starch out of their collar. Boy, it just kind of deflated them. And good job, though, all year long by our Lady Tigers. You hate to see that, but unfortunately, maybe they lost a little confidence when that falls. Maybe they're thinking it's not your night. Don't know. Have no idea what goes on in the minds of anybody that's on a floor, because I've played sports myself. Sometimes it might be what looks like the silliest thing that can affect you, and that might have been it. Maybe not. Maybe something else. But our Lady Tigers just kind of lost their mojo in that Game 4, ended up losing it by a score of 25-14 in a game they had to win. So the Lady Tigers end up the season 26-9-1. What a great year. Coach Barnes did a tremendous job, and these Lady Tigers played very, very, very well all season long. 2 tournament championships, 1 second-place finish, but not to be tonight, as the Sullivan Lady Eagles beat them in 4, 25-16, 25-23, then 18-25, and then 25-14. We will come back in 90 seconds. We'll wrap things up here from Sullivan, Missouri, as the Lady Tigers fall to Sullivan in the district championship. Back in 90 seconds, Tiger Volleyball on KSMO Media.
Hi, I'm Andrew Wynn. Town & Country Bank makes it easy with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Hit the trail, make a splash, or enjoy a beautiful sunset. Town & Country Bank can help you finance that beautiful acreage you've always wanted. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Find these great deals at K&H All Supply. Bart City conventional oil, 5-quart size, and a microguard filter for $25.99. Free all penetrating oil for $9.99. And True Fuel Premix 2-cycle fuel, 2 for $15. That's at K&H All Supply right here in Salem.
Bart City. Yeah, Bart City. Bart City.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
Well, the Salem Lady Tiger season comes to an end, but again, what an outstanding year. Congratulations to Coach Barnes and our seniors, and of course, it's always a tough way when your high school career comes to an end, and what an outstanding job these ladies did this year, providing a lot of thrills for the fans in Salem, and what a great season they had. And those seniors are Kylie Shalvett, Kaylee Moody, Mallory Workman, Skylar Clapperich, and also Avery Irway, all seniors, and they will be missed next year. What a group they had this year. They played well together, and they had so much success together that you relish years like that. You look at them and just wish every single year could be the same, but it doesn't always happen, doesn't always work out. But the Lady Tigers, what a season, and again, a big congratulations to Coach Kristen Barnes and our Lady Tigers, 26-9-1 on a year. When you look at everything, and boy, you just got to tip your cap. The program's come a long way, and we want to thank Coach Barnes and all the work that she does, but all the work the Lady Tigers do but also all the work that the parents do. Don't forget about the parents. They have to be a major part of this. The practices, the camps, the time you have to travel. It's a lot of work, but it's so rewarding sometimes. And unfortunately, it came to an end tonight for our Salem Lady Tigers in 4 games against the Sullivan Lady Eagles, who will be traveling towards Springfield. We don't know who they'll be playing, but it will be the winner of District 10, and that will be out toward the Rogersville, Springfield area. So anyway, we do know that, and we wish them the very best moving forward. Again, our Salem Lady Tigers losing 4 games to the Sullivan Lady Eagles, and going to congratulate them again on a great season. They lost game 1, 25-16, game 2, 25-23, won game 3, 25-18, and then lost game 4, 25-14. For Ben, that's over here flipping the switches and giving you your video and some audio. For Jim back at the station, he's turning the knobs and making things happen. My name is Stan Stevens, thanking you for joining us for Lady Tiger Volleyball. Don't forget, Friday night we'll be back in Sullivan, not for volleyball, for football, as the Salem Tigers and the Sullivan Eagles will battle in the first round of district play. Now we'll be at 7 o'clock, 6:50 with Tiger.